Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's another fantastic day here in Ireland. The weather is beaming. I hope it's beaming where you are, except for Arizona, where they're looking for a drop of rain. Sending the rain to Arizona. Anyway, lads, it's dry here, which means there'll be no drip coming in your way. It'll be out of your vision today. The only thing that'll be dripping today is, I don't know. But anyway, let's move on. So I was sent a video on my Instagram of this fella called Elliot. Now, a lot of people would have seen this fella's reels because he spends a lot of money pushing his horseshit onto people. He's one of these fellas that likes to call himself a mentorship, and he helps people make money, apparently. Right? Wrong. That's not what he's doing. He is rob. To the best of my knowledge, I can't believe, like, this thing that was sent to me, it's called MindCon Summit 2025. And I agree, the name is actually perfect for it because I think he's actually conning people out of money. But what he did here was very sick and depraved. I'm just going to play the video here and let you come to your own conclusions.
Girls, show them the six-pack. Let's see if you got it. My daughters, Sophia and Kira, before we did this event, it was about 2 months ago, I said, hey, we're going to go to Dubai. They're 12 and 9, and they're like eating junk food and running around like most kids. And I said, hey, you guys want to really push yourself? I said, if you guys can get a six-pack by the David Goggins event, I'm going to take you guys on a shopping spree with whatever you want. I don't care.
So that's so weird to do with your daughters. He's bribing them into body dysmorphia. He's trying to buy them and get them. What the fuck does a 9-year-old need abs for? Unless it's a side effect from her training. Do you know what I mean? That wasn't the goal, was to get abs, right? Maybe she's in Ireland here, she could be a footballer, or she could be a hurler, or she could be a runner, or she could be sporty in some way that she trains in such a way that she has developed abs. That's the only time a 9-year-old should have abs, is as a side effect from her training. But this absolute idiot is pushing his 9-year-old and his 12-year-old for that matter, and he's bribed them into a shopping trip if they can get their abs. Talk about driving home body dysmorphia and this weird that they'll never achieve anything in life if they don't have a set of abs. Abs is the most pointless thing. Do you know what abs is like? It's like trying to mind eggs. Because you're like, you miss a couple of meals, abs are gone. Goodbye to the abs. Because if you miss a meal, or even for women, like in around their period, I'm going to say, right? And not that I know a lot about periods, I'm not going to come on here and say I know a lot, but I have a couple of friends, right, who are women who get periods, and around their period they become very bloated. There's their abs gone for a week, lads. Do you know? So, just anyway, let's drive on with this cunt.
Girls, show them the six-pack. Let's see if you got it.
Now, obviously, this is the weirdest part for me. He is their father. He should be their protector for their whole lives. His one mission in his life is to protect them young girls, right? And he's up here. He's having a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old parade in front of a bunch of fucking people, strangers, getting him to strip. He's getting a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old to strip in front of strangers. I mean, why do you hate your kids? Let's move on.
Don't be shy. Show them your six-pack. She's 12 years old. She's 9 years old.
They're not shy. They're not being shy. They're not being shy. They just don't want to strip in front of a bunch of strangers. Fucking weirdo.
Some of you are like, oh, put your daughter's clothes on. It's called fitness, idiot. I don't know what family you live in, but we're a
That is not fitness. That is called making her child strip in front of people is grooming. It's driving body dysmorphia. It's pedophilia. It's so fucking strange. The last thing it is fitness. It's not even fucking related to fitness. You psychotic cunt.
Fitness family. We take care of ourselves. We want to be an example for other kids. To give anybody a message, there's a mic. What would you say?
You have to stop wishing and you have to start working.
He's probably leaving the worst example for any kid out there. This is probably the worst example you could get, that he's proven to them that if you don't have abs, you're not good enough for society. And if you want to go on your shopping spree, you need abs. Andy, I hope you watch this, because I'm going to call you a cunt at least 15 or 16 times.
Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever.
Tell them like you want to change their life.
If you want respect, then earn it. Stop making excuses.
Regret doesn't last forever. Can you imagine the chat he had before them? You better go out there and you have your abs and you better get your lines ready, because you don't get your lines ready, we ain't going fucking shopping. You're going back home with mom. But which, by the way, she was there parading around as well. She's a fucking idiot as well, obviously. But the thing about this summit, this MindCon summit, God, the name is so fitting, isn't it? Is that other fraud, who I have always called him a fraud, David Goggins, was there as well, and he was pushing this horseshit as well. I don't know what David Goggins must have been paid. David comes across as a man to me that has plenty of money. So whatever he was offered to stand on the stage with this cunt, I don't know why he took it. And I'm just going to play this little speech that David's played. Talk about horseshit.
I'm seeing a different Andy Elliot up here. Honest to God, I can feel it through your soul right now. Whatever the went on in your life, whenever I came into your life, that it was a battle. Just by me feeling you on this stage, you're taking me through a journey.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. David Goggins, will you do me a favour? Do me one favour. If you never again do me a favour, David Goggins, do me this favour. Shut the fuck up. Do you know what? David Goggins is one of them fellas. Do you ever have this friend, right? You have this friend. And whatever story you tell them, he has one better. You could literally say to David Goggins, both my legs and my arms and my Mickey was chopped off. David Goggins would come on and go, both my legs were chopped off and my Mickey was chopped off and my arms were chopped off, but they also chopped off my head. I lost my head. But I'm here today and I'm glad to be here with my arms, my legs, my Mickey and my head reattached, and I came out the other end smiling, and I thank that guy for chopping me up like that, because it just showed me a part of me that I didn't know. The chopped up Goggins. Chopped up Goggins. He's that friend. He is that friend that has always the one story better than you. You could go to David Goggins. You could be like, David Goggins, I fell into a meat grinder. I'm in a million pieces. And David Goggins will come out, you know what? I fell into a meat grinder that was actually stacked on top of another meat grinder. So I went into this meat grinder, and then my grinded meat went into this meat grinder. So I was grinded twice. I came out the other end, and I found a side of me that I've never known before. The grinded up Goggins. Grindy Goggins, they call me after that day. It was great. It made me feel special inside when I came out the other end. That's what I think of David Goggins. A cunt. So moving on. So then I was looking up this fella, right? I looked up this fella, Andy Elliot, on YouTube. YouTube's great, isn't it? It's great for fellas talking shite. And I came across this fella who bought into his mentorship, okay? And I'm just going to try and find the video here. Here it is. I'm going to play this. I love this fella. This fella's name is called Ben Palmer. Right, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but this is so funny. Wait till you hear this horse shit.
This is Andy Elliot, sales trainer and business coach and former used car salesman involved in fraud. I signed up to be contacted by one of his recruiters, and he wanted me to sign up for one of the VIP packages at one of Andy's sales retreats.
It's swag bag, you get closer seats, you're more closer to the stage, you're in better eye contact with Andy.
So I asked him if I could do something one-on-one with Andy.
Well, bro, it's funny that you say that, because we actually have this thing called Bloodline Breaker, where you'll work out with Andy, where he'll do like a mastermind for like 3 hours.
What's that?
Then a mastermind is him talking, you having that time with him.
Can imagine paying and listen to that cunt talking shit into your ear while you're trying to train. My God, people pay for the most. I nearly dropped the R-bomb.
Because he's a mastermind.
Yes, right.
Okay, how much is that?
No,
right.
That one's $20,000 for that.
I asked what else that
20 grand to train with Andy Elliot, and the clip of him. I mean, if we look at a photo of Andy Elliot here, right? Give me 1 second now, and I'll pull up this little photo of Andy Elliot. Look at him. He's literally trained out of his mind. Look at the size of his nipples. Look at his face in that photo. But anyway, let's get back to this guy who, Ben Palmer, who called out Andy Elliot.
Kid gets me.
Shaking his hand, bro tapping him, all that stuff. Absolutely.
Oh, what's bro tapping?
Shaking his hand, slapping his back.
Ooh, you get the bro
Broing
tapping.
him
What's
up,
bro
dabbing him
tapping?
up.
That sounds gay.
Slapping his back?
Broing him up. You get to, for just $20,000, you can bro up my back. Do you know what? I'd pay 20 to throw up on your back, you cunt.
I don't know. He might let you do it if you ask him.
I mean, I paid him 20 grand.
He might let you do it. So after the 20 grand, there's a possibility you might not get anything.
I should be able to slap his butt. So he sent me an invoice for $5,000, and he wanted me to pay them right then and there over the phone. And on the invoice, it said non-refundable. So I asked him what that meant, and he said if something happens and you weren't able to make it, then we would keep the money. I said, oh, if like my grandma dies or something? And he said, yeah. So I told him I was going to go get my credit card and put him on hold for a few minutes. I was joking around about the grandma thing, but I was going to get my credit card, and so I got a text from my grandpa, and he said she did pass.
What?
What? Bro.
Bro. Wow.
Bro.
Bro.
For real?
Man, I am so sorry to hear that, brother.
Can I just read this? Can I just read this card?
Can you
number
just give me
to
the
you?
card number
Like,
before she...
Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
So I read him 14 of the 16 credit card digits. How many more digits do you need?
You gave me all of them except for the last two. Oh.
Okay. These are gonna be tough. Is there a favorite number? Thankfully, he was there to console me.
This is life, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's life.
This is life, man. Get fucking over it. Your grandma died. Get over it. Give me the numbers, bitch. So you can bro tap all over Andy's back.
This is exactly what happens when you're becoming the person you need to become, right?
He was a sacrifice. I mean, timing is, it makes sense. Someone had to go.
Everybody, we all have an expiration, right?
We all have expiration, people, grandmas, and credit cards.
Oh, Ben Palmer, that was there that lined that one up. Jesus, that was a great lineup. Anyway, lads, I think I'm going to leave it there at that. I think if you were one of these people that is going to pay 20 grand to be bro tapped by another man, if you're going to bro all over some man's back for 20 grand, lads, I'm here. You can bro all over my back for 20 grand. I will let you bro on my shoulder. You can bro all over my legs. You can just bro everywhere. Good day to you, lads. I hope you have a great day.